Good morning, students. This is Seth Vidya Mandir English High School and Junior College of Science and Commerce. This is a HSC online audio video lecture series. I'm Bina Raikar, your OC teacher, and I'm continuing with chapter number 7, Consumer Protection. And today's topic, what I'm going to explain to you is ways and means of consumer protection. Students, even though in the modern competitive market, consumer is regarded as the king, but in reality, he gets exploited by manufacturers and sellers. They are in superior position than consumers. So, consumers need to be protected. Consumer protection means safeguard the interest of the consumers and allowing him to exercise his rights. Protection of the interest of consumers with the help of various laws is a recent development. Even though we have the Consumer Protection Act and many other legislation passed by the government to protect the interest of consumers, consumer exploitation is not restricted. As a matter of fact, the judiciary system alone cannot restrict consumer exploitation. So, many other ways and means are adopted for consumer protection, and they are as follows. We have the first one as Lok Adalat, second Janhit Yachika, that is the PIL, Public Interest Litigation, second Redressal Forum, fourth Awareness Program, fifth Consumer Organizations, sixth Consumer Welfare Fund, and the seventh one Legislative Measures. Okay, let's repeat what are the other ways and means for adopting your consumer protection. Okay, what are those various means and means of consumer protection? First one is Lok Adalat, second PIL, Public Interest Litigation, Janhit Yachika, third Redressal Forums, fourth Awareness Program, fifth Consumer Organizations, sixth Consumer Welfare Fund, and the seventh one Legislative Measures. Now students, let's see what is this Lok Adalat. Okay, Lok Adalat, see, you can see the pics, you can see pictures over there, and you have people over there. Lok means people, right? So it is also referred to as People's Court. It is one of the ways to resolve consumer problems. Okay, it is established by the government to settle disputes by compromise. It is held by state authority, district authority, Supreme Court legal service committees, High Court legal service committees, or Taluka legal service. Now what it does is, it accepts cases pending in regular courts and can be settled by compromise. However, both the parties should agree to transfer the case to the Lok Adalat from the regular court. And if on the application of one party, the court sees any chance of compromise, no court fees are charged. If a matter cannot be solved by compromise, then it is returned back to the regular court. Now, resolutions of disputes by Lok Adalat get statutory recognition. Students, some organizations hold Lok Adalats regularly. Okay, for example, you have the railway authorities, you have the electricity board, you have the telephone exchange, you have the insurance companies. Okay, that is they organize regular courts to settle their disputes by compromise. So Lok Adalat is nothing but to settle it through compromise. Okay, and it is the regular court, that is those cases are being removed from the regular court with the consent of both the parties. The second one is Public Interest Litigation, Janhit Yachika. Okay, now what this means is, under this scheme, any person can approach court of law in the interest of the public. It is a legal facility. Okay, under which it's illegal, totally legal, under which any person can approach the court. Okay, and basically the person approaching, they go for the interest of the society. The party which is not related to grievances, okay, or the party which does not have a complaint, which does not suffer any grievances, can also file a PIL. Okay, and it is filed in the High Court as well as the Supreme Court directly in some cases. The third one is the redressal forum. Okay, under the Consumer Protection Act 1986, consumer dispute redressal agencies have been established by the state and central government. These agencies are Direct Forum, State Commission and National Commission. And over here, Supreme Court of India plays the role of the final court of appeal. The basic main objective of this forum is to provide the rights of the consumers and to offer speedy and inexpensive redressal for consumer complaints. Okay, I'm repeating that is what is the main aim of this commissions is to provide for simple, speedy and inexpensive redressal of consumer grievances. So any consumer who is not satisfied with the product, with the services of any organization, business organization, can file an appeal in these three forums. The next one is awareness program. Government of India has adopted various publicity measures to increase the level of consumer awareness. The government makes use of journals, brochures, posters, okay, various depicting the rights and responsibilities of consumers and redressal machineries. Several audio-video programs of consumer weaknesses are broadcasted on various channels and through social media. Now the society observes World Consumer Rights Day on 15th March. Okay, that is as International Consumer Rights Day, and 24th December as National Consumer Day. Okay, so various consumer related programs are telecasted on various TV channels. Even All India Radio and FM channels are used for this awareness programs. The fifth one is consumer organizations. Many consumer organizations are active throughout the world as well as in India. It was realized that just by talking about moral conduct or about code of fair business practices or even by making legal provision, it is not possible to discipline all the members of the business community. Instead, it is necessary to strengthen the consumer movement. Thus, more and more consumer organizations are helping the consumers to fight for their rights. Okay, that is through protest and through consumer awareness programs. The next one is Consumer Welfare Fund. There is the Department of Consumer Affairs has created Consumer Welfare Fund. And why is this Consumer Welfare Fund created? For providing financial assistance to strengthen the voluntary consumer movement. What are the strengthening, students? Voluntary consumer movements, and that is particularly in the rural area. This fund is used for training and research in consumer education, then how complaints are to be handled, how the counseling, how it is to be done, the guidance mechanism, and the product testing labs and so on. That is the reason Consumer Welfare Fund is created, so that it can provide fund in the rural areas, especially for this consumer movements, it can take place properly. And the last one is the legislative measures. There is a number of laws have been enacted in India to safeguard the interest of consumers and protect them from unethical practices of businessmen. Okay, some of these laws are over here. Some of the laws which I have written down as Sales of Goods Act 1930, then Essential Commodities Act 1955, Standards of Weight and Measures Act 1956, Bureau of Indian Standard Act 1969, Food Safety and Standard Acts 2006, and National Food Security Act 2013. Now so many acts are there, but still these acts could not provide fair and fair justice to consumers. Therefore, we have an exclusive act that has been educated in the form of Consumer Protection Act, that is 2019, to help the consumers, to protect the consumers so that they know their rights. Okay students, I've explained all the 7 points. Let's revise what the 7 points are. First is the Lok Adalat, then you have the PIL, that is Public Interest Litigation, Janhit Yachika. Third is Redressal Forum. Fourth, Awareness Program. Fifth, Consumer Organizations. Sixth, Consumer Welfare Fund. Seventh, Legislative Measures. Okay students, thank you very much.